What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy King Down 225 coming at you with another reactionary video. So hit that like, subscribe, become part of the kingdom. Red pill, red pill, red pill. Man. I love to see this kind of shit. Man, I'm gonna title this Avengers Assemble because this here is like a super group LSG, you heard me? Say, man, if this was the Avengers, MTR, mediocre tutorials and reviews, have to be Tony Stark, Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? The OG, the Godfather himself, he'll have to be Captain America. You know what I'm saying? Be like, wouldn't you know what I'm saying? Like MTR come from an analytical, perspective, but Captain America embodies and symbolizes the hope and morality of all Marvel comics. He's basically symbolically equal to Superman in the DC universe. You know what I'm saying? Morality, the voice of morality is Captain America. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Kevin Samuels had to be Captain America. And it's complicated. I fucks with him too. And y'all know I be out here talking about some, the black manosphere should be like, the alliance with the white manosphere should be tentative at best because if they don't address the racism that plays their part in a section over there, but I try to guide the young ones on what kind, because I critique red pill too. A lot of these red pill charlatans out here just selling y'all hopes and dreams, but not really giving y'all the game. So I be like, man, y'all gotta watch the other manosphere. You gotta watch red pill as, but this guy here is complicated. I fucks with him too. So all you youngers out there, he would have to be Doctor Strange. You know what I'm saying? How he be weaving these goddamn magical questions that these women be answering out here. I'm like, oh man, you gotta be Vegas because that dude is a magician. So he had to be Doctor Strange, Avengers or something. Oh, shit, he'll have to be, you know what I'm saying, Black Panther because he be around there, Africa, Wakanda forever. Me, if I'm, you know what I'm saying, I would consider myself Blue Marvel. Yeah, that's right. You know why? Because y'all don't understand or know who Blue Marvel at this point is, unless you're a real Marvel, fan. The powerhouse he is, one of the strongest characters. It's just the world don't know about him yet. But when he get his debut, man, I'm gonna do Black Panther numbers. So Blue Marvel represent. I'm coming. Avengers is simple. Got a lot of other dudes out here, like, you know what I'm saying. Zoom Thailand, he'll probably be Hawkeye. You know what I'm saying? who would who would poor man's podcast be? Uh, Maybe Hank Pym. Man, but let's get to it. This is gonna be a blind reactionary video. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like, I give y'all youngest a guide on who to follow with the man field. Like I say, a lot of these dudes be lying, y'all. A lot of them dudes ain't for the benefit of the community, of the culture, of people in general. They just use us and trying to get their pockets right. So I'll be giving y'all game on who, Melissa Monaco, she'll probably be, you know what I'm saying, Scarlet Witch. Woo! Okay, let's get off that. That was in tribute to Kevin Samuels because he liked to use a lot of analogies, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Winter is coming type shit. So let's get into the video of Avengers assembling because it's like, man, you remember the first time Avengers got together? We're like, whoa! And you knew it was gonna be something big. I love to see this, bro. They say Kevin can't get mainstream. That's a lie. They say it is a good day for black men's voices for these three men to collab and do something great. It's all, and then O'Shea said, black men feel out there hating. I don't understand why y'all hating. Y'all should be congratulating this kind of shit, bro. Like, what is the issue? But let's get to the video. Y'all already know how it's complicated go down. But they had added to that old, you know what I'm saying? He added to he added to that gumbo with Kevin Samuels and MTR out there interviewing the women. But y'all know how he, you know what I'm saying, he gets to the root of the problem with the questions he asks. Just like Dr. Strange. Be weaving them spells with them questions. Let's get to the video. It's 40 minutes, and I'm going to get his man the respect he deserves. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he you know what I'm saying, give me a copyright. Don't strike it. You know what I'm saying? You can take your money. That's all right with me. You know what I'm saying? Don't knock a brother like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this video to disappear because I support all three of you wholeheartedly. I'm a fan of It's Complicated channel. I am a fan of MTR, and I am definitely a fan of Kevin Samuels. So this is the ally here.
Okay, but as in 30 years ago, were women allowed to do that?
But then women have to be frontline on the military. You know, you can't just want the CEO jobs. You also got to dig the ditches. And do you think the average woman wants to do the dirty, ugly jobs?
I do not. I don't.
I thought you said you're not toxic.
I'm not at this point.
Did you lie to me?
No, if they did that to me, then, you know, it's just like, if you get me, I got to get you. That ain't toxic.
That's toxic as shit.
That's payback.
All right, guys, you're looking at the thumbnail. Y'all looking at the title of the video. Y'all already know what time it is. It is time to get active. We out here on the streets of Vegas, getting it popping, asking the questions and getting the answers that you guys want to see. You understand me? Kevin, what's...
Man, how could y'all not love black men collabo for great shit? I don't get this. I don't understand why we always got to have. Trust me, I love competition. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the most competitive person in this damn universe. But I also understand that, like, me competing against my brother is not a bad thing. That's only here to make me and him better. Because I want all us to stunt.
What's up?
What's going on? What's going on? What is going on, man? Nieces and nephews, kinfolks and cousins, we out here in Las Vegas. I'm on the hunt for the elusive Shirley and Karen Maximus. I've not found them yet. Oh, looks like a potential candidate. She might need to buy a dog or die alone. Next.
Without further ado,
it's on YouTube. So sorry about the commercial.
This is not just a deodorant. This is an all-out experience. Mild deodorant.
Is it that a woman's love is more likely something that needs to be earned through courtship than a man's love?
Because women desire more things than men, I think. As in, like, love and affection. And men are like, let's get some...
Schizo?
Let's get some!
Schizophrenic?
No, let's get some.
Oh, let's get some.
Yeah.
It's complicated. What about you?
I think that women just, like, desire respect more than men do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
So you don't think that men don't want to be respected by their lady in a relationship?
Oh, for sure. You just don't have to earn it. You just have to act it all the time. Like,
So I guess the question is through courtship, why is it that women expect so much, and that's kind of the standard? Why is it not as even for men to expect as much from a woman?
Well, look at society. Society is always more for the woman, you know, like the homemaker. She's the one giving you children. She's the one who's cleaning your house. She's the one who's doing your laundry. From back in the day. So you take those values that we've like learned about as little kids from our grandparents, and then you see them now and you're like, men aren't the same these days. No, it's a different society.
So we're going to talk back in the day. I think also back in the day, men were sacrificed in war. So why is it not seen as an equal, if not greater, contribution?
I think because society views women as weak, and so that's why they weren't drafted.
Do you guys believe in that a patriarchy still exists in America?
Yeah, I would say probably.
Uh-oh! What's up?
that's a hard one.
So let me, can I ask a follow-up to that? And then, so if you believe that a patriarchy still exists in America, you think that men are actively oppressing women in our society today?
I think it depends on the man, and it depends on how they grew up with the type of family, because we are kind of getting out of that type of society. But I mean, it takes time.
So if we say that it depends on the man, can't one assume that it's not a system put in place that we still live by today that is oppressing women? Because you're saying that there's maybe some men with some patriarchal type of views.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that disprove the original thing that you said?
I suppose, yeah. Here and there. We said here and there.
I got a question. So if we dismantle the patriarchy, who's going to build the world?
Women and men. Women engineers, if like...
I'm an engineer.
Okay.
What percentage of women are in engineering school, would you think?
Oh, I bet you it's less than 20, probably maybe even...
You know, the Godfather got to come with them numbers, those statistics. You hear me? Like, run it down, Godfather.
Less than 10.
So, and then if you look at the infrastructure, power, transportation, which women are all capable of doing, but do women want to do those jobs?
Depends on the woman.
And women are free to choose to do them. So by the numbers, it's fair to say women have chosen that they don't want to.
Exactly.
I mean, who wouldn't want to stay at home and look pretty all day?
But that's the patriarchy.
But that exactly.
It is, it really is.
There are men that do it. There are men that are stay-at-home dads. Yeah.
Probability and possibility, there's a difference between the anecdotal than the norm. So if we dismantled the patriarchy that gave you beautiful Las Vegas and all these buildings, what are women going to do to replace or make the new Las Vegas?
Okay, but as in 30 years ago, were women allowed to do that? Probably.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
like, was it normal for that? No. And
Women
it's
have
still...
chosen- women have chosen professions that are more people-based, humanities and things like this. But you take the good with the bad. That's what I'm saying. If we want to dismantle the patriarchy, all for it. But then women have to be frontline on the military. You know, you can't just want the CEO jobs. You also got to dig the ditches. And do you think the average woman wants to do the dirty, ugly jobs?
I do not. I don't.
For the patriarchy.
No, I'm not. I'm more of a business person. I'm not gonna go out and I'm an insurance agent. So
What I'm saying, if the patriarchy has made the economy that makes it such that you can be a business person.
yes. But
that
do
a
I
good
want to
thing?
work construction? No. Do I want to be drafted? No.
So you want men to get...
Why women just can't get what Kevin Samuels be saying? Y'all scream about this mythical patriarchy. As a black man, my position on, yeah, the patriarchy exists, but we don't necessarily participate in this patriarchy. Because I swear I want to have a debate with two thin women, you know what I'm saying? You know, the is word. And like, I want to ask them, like, when did the patriarchy start? You know, and I just assume they'll say, it's the beginning of America. What was the black man doing on that part? We oppressing women, or were we the oppressed? So this system of patriarchy that you say existed since the inception of this country, basically, is what we've been screaming forever. You know, people just didn't get it because black people speak a different language. We used to always say the white man, the white man, the white man, the white man. We were talking about the patriarchy. Now they renamed the white man the patriarchy, and now they're trying to scoop all men into this mythical patriarchy. When black men know, and people within my community know that the black community is really a matriarchal community. Women run our goddamn communities. So then y'all get out here and say the patriarchy. I don't understand what the fuck that means. My life has always been dominated and dictated by females within my family and community. My grandma, my aunties. You know what I'm saying? They were never voiceless. They were never oppressed. And they were much stronger than these women that I see today by leaps and bounds. But Kevin Samuels says, you want equality, then you kind of stop yelling about the CEO jobs. We get it. Now get down there and dig the dishes with these millions of men, not just black men, who will die for these shitty jobs, pick up your trash, dig your ditches, you know what I'm saying, connect your water, put up your electricity. Y'all just want the pretty sweet jobs. Okay, y'all scream about equality. We for it. Dismantle the patriarchy. Okay. to do something about it.
Continue to do those jobs.
Yeah. Because I'm totally, completely opposite of her, and I would totally do it. I would be on the front lines. I would do like the hard work.
But would you be on the front lines if they didn't?
Sick and tired of blackheads all over your face? No cap, these blackheads have been terminated. Super easy blackhead.
Have special requirements for women, meaning you had to do the same. Okay.
And let's get into that. Military are actually lowering the standards to allow women to participate in, you know what I'm saying, usually it was, strictly men type shit, combat jobs. Lowering the standard, not pushing in like they've been doing men forever. That's the patriarchy though. That's the patriarchy exists that from what I see has always given women advantages. Y'all see it as, the patriarchy is oppressive us. Yeah, I mean, child support court, that don't look oppressive. Divorce court, that don't look oppressive. The military lowering its standards. And man, they got videos of this, how they generals went behind back and gave women who applied, what was that, the Rangers or the SEALs or something? Women were like, the general was like so for them, like they gotta pass. We're gonna get them special training, and if they come up short on this, we gonna lower their status so they can pass. While all the men wasn't getting no special training. If you don't get no repeat, replay. If you don't pass the first time, you'll fail. These women kept getting second and third and fourth chances, and then they the first women to become Navy SEALs. That's the military. This is patriarchy though. The patriarchy, I feel like, it's always been created to benefit women and children.
Standards for women, you would still want to do it?
Yes.
So there could be an argument there that you wouldn't even meet the standards for that, right? Like, let's say in the military, there's like a 30 pull-up requirement. How much is it?
200-pound deadlift and a 75-pound pack. So most women have been able to do the 200-pound deadlift, but they didn't have the 75-pound pack. Plus, we've changed those standards to accommodate women. And do we get a more military-ready machine that way? Do you think Russia? Do you think China? Do you think they'd fear a group of men or a group of well-trained women?
I think they fear a group of well-trained soldiers. It doesn't matter, men or women. They are. It does.
And that's one thing I don't understand. Why women just resist understanding that This is why you don't see in Las Vegas when you go out. You don't see a group of well-trained female bouncers.
Hold on.
Because where I'm from, I do see a couple well-trained.
Is that the norm or is that the outlier?
I mean, it looks pretty normal to me.
Why? And my question is, this is an honest question. Why does the realities that we can see? Why does that?
Why is it so hard for some women to just accept reality? I mean, like, why is this always an argument? It's like me sitting here as a man. I understand, like, beauty gets you certain privileges, and women, because of being women and beautiful, get certain privileges. I already know that. I use this example, like, they want to talk about equality, but you look at the lower end of the job spectrum, like the fast food restaurants and the retail. Most of the time, it's the men that's doing the grimy work, but it's the women, the pretty women who are always at the cashiers, the front, business understanding, like women generate more income. So we're going to put them in the more cushy, the air conditioner, the frontline jobs, while the dudes back here scrubbing, gunk out the grease trap, flipping burgers, and making your hamburgers.
That seem to confound or upset or frustrate women so much?
We
It
accept
doesn't necessarily frustrate me, or like, I can't speak for all women, but all I'm saying is that I would do it. I would go ahead and, test my limits and, give you a run for your money.
I want to set up a quick question for you guys, and I want to take a look at your answers. So let's say that you were hanging off the edge of a cliff, and you were blindfolded, and you were going to drop off that cliff, and you know that there's a man on the left side that will pull you up, or a woman on the right side that would pull you up, and you had to choose one or the other. You cannot choose both. Who would you choose to help pull you up?
Instinctively. It depends on.
Word salad your way out of that. You know instinctively you want that damn man to pull you up. Point blank, period. That's all we saying. Like, stop. Oh, I can be strong as a man too. Good. But as a man, like I said about the fast food restaurant, we accept it as being that this is about business. They want the women up front to generate more money because customers like like spending more with females than men. All men accept that reality. So why women all can't accept reality? That because a man might be physically stronger, he's better, equipped to handle a certain position. They look at it as like, oh, you're trying to prison. You saying I can't do what you can't do. Like, we not saying that. We just saying like we are built differently to excel at certain jobs better than y'all are, and y'all excel at other jobs better than we do. When it comes to advantages y'all don't want to talk about that. Like, let the ugly dude who flipping the burgers in the back, you know what I'm saying, run a cash register. Let him do the easy job.
On what hand went up?
No, I'm saying, who would you choose, the man or the woman, to help pull you up?
And
your life depended on it. Without
Without
knowing their body sizes and compositions.
No, I guess the man, yeah.
The man.
But it's just instinct. Like, if my other hand went up and it was the woman, I mean...
You might die.
That's okay.
You might plummet to your death.
The way he asked the question is, although it was you have to make a choice, the man or the woman. And that's what tends to confound women, because when asked a simple question that we all know the answer to, it's like, I'm going to find a way to split the difference, or find a way to not say man.
Yeah.
Why do y'all go through that mental gymnastics when you know you're going to reach for the man, the person is going to give you the best chance to survive, which happens to be the man?
Society tells you men are stronger. If you look at...
Is that society or data?
No. Society doesn't tell me. Observable reality tells you that.
But even how you were talking about military standards, they're higher for men because men, I think, are more capable of yes.
My hand strength is 17 times more than yours. I can lift stuff. You guys are small.
Pull me up the cliff.
No, I'm actually.
Feel like you're doing the work of 4 people? With Monday.com.
I'm actually going to push you to the back, and I'm going to go fight. Because you're going to be servicing the soldiers, helping the soldiers, and we're going to go win the war.
Women are more nourished, like, what is...
Nurturing?
Yeah, nurturing.
Gotcha, girl.
You don't need nurturing Marines.
You sure don't?
I would have the opposite opinion as her. Nope, I'm not doing it.
My point is, we're to the point to where we're sitting back trying to say, well, women can do this too, and it's not as though you can, is should you?
Huh.
What country in the world mobilizes its women and girls to go fight an army of men because of equality?
That's true, but all that matters is that the women who do want to do it have a choice to do it.
Not a country that wants to exist long. How you gonna exist if all the women are wiped out? Like, do y'all understand that's why that's the way it is, that men are built different, why we go to war, why we, if you want to, you can. You know what I'm saying? But the point is to exist, to survive, to move on. Like, if all the women are gone, the women who bear and carry children disappear, then society disappears. Like, that's why men really don't want y'all in war. Y'all don't get that part?
They can't. They can't meet the standards. Okay, the best MMA woman is not going to beat the worst MMA man.
I agree. I agree.
There we go. So if it's about if it's about protecting your home and everything else, you're not going to say, well, let's give women a shot. You're going to say, no, we can have that after you beat those people. We want to live. And see, that's the beautiful thing about this bad old patriarchy. It gives you all this stuff, and it gives you the ability to choose. You know one thing? Feminism is a first world option. You don't have these options in third world country. Survival is paramount. And that's all these conversations are about. And men accept those things. It's just funny to me, it's funny to us men that so many women know the truth, but you just like, it sticks in your throat.
So what I'm talking about? See what he said? Men accept these certain truths. You know what I'm saying? They have advantages that women I get. They can have advantages that men. We accept that. It just only be the female side of it. The women's side of it be like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like, but what? What?
It's almost like women are living opposite of reality, and you just want to have the choice to be able to do it. Yep. Is that what we're hearing? Choice? Is that what matters more, the choice?
I don't want to do it. I don't want to be in the front lines. No.
Is this all new information for you guys?
It's kind of like a new perspective, I guess, because I don't really look into it like that. I just see people as like people, all equal.
So what do you think are the contributing factors that have led to kind of thinking that from a physical perspective, we are more equal than we are different between men and women?
Like, okay.
Did we even ask that question? Are we equal? Say that again. Are we equal? Men and women equal?
Physically?
Period.
I think that physically men would be stronger, but I think mentally, I think that they could be pretty equal. Just because, I mean, I was a chicken STEM for all of high school, and so when you go to robotics competitions that are international, you see that each team has less than probably 20% as women. I was on a team of 40 people, and there's less than 10.
It's not because from a biological standpoint that we're that much different. It's because women choose different.
Women choose.
Well, can I ask a question? Why are women offended at the general idea that men are better or more capable than them when they typically choose to date superior men?
Because no one wants to lose. No one wants to be the underdog.
You don't want to lose in a war either.
Yeah, okay.
Now you want to lose the conversation.
We're not losing a fight.
It's just like the word better. Like, why is that a thing? Like, a man is better than me at what?
Second place is the first loser. I'm better. I mean, it's better. We were better. You're not in Boise, Idaho right now because Las Vegas is better. You have Hard Rock on. You don't have on TGNY because it's better. Why do we accept better everywhere else between us? And here's the thing. We accept that. But it's like women today almost don't want to hear the fact that there's a hierarchy and there's winners and losers. But y'all do it. You look nice because you get better results. All those things are accurate or true.
So what I heard is I look nice.
Because you chose, but what is, like, women don't like to, a lot of women don't want to be objectified, especially in corporate America. But then they see women to go in and put on their makeup, look great, high heels, this, and I'm like, well, then what is this stuff doing? It's simulating a more sensual look.
Yeah.
It's almost like you want to penalize men for being men, but you want women to be free to be whoever.
So because somebody puts makeup on and does their hair, that means that they're being more sexual as a person?
What does red lips indicate?
It looks great with my skin tone, and I plump them up.
What does red lips and blush indicate to the human psyche, the male psyche?
I'm not sure. I'm not a man,
Sexual flush. Sexual flush. That's why I'm an image consultant in real life. This is why red is associated with sexuality, because in the heat, when you get excited, sexual flush, blood rushes to your lips here. That's why. You may think it looks great, and it looks great to us in a different way. It's sexual.
Yep. Why women can't get
business
that?
with a woman and you look sexual. What does that do for anybody?
What is a lot of men today that choose to kind of opt out of alone time conversations with women in the corporate environment because of how it can be misconstrued?
I'll take that. What if you're doing business with a woman and it's what? Sexual?
You look presentable as in a sexual way. How does that benefit anybody if you're working among women?
Women leverage their looks to their advantage, as you should. Women leverage our power and our status to our advantage, as we should. On my way up here, I had 2 showgirls slap me on my ass and tell me, "Ooh, looking good." If I did that, I'd be in handcuffs. I got it on camera, by the way, guys. See, it's okay. It's one thing. I don't begrudge women looking good. I come from sales. You don't really see unattractive salespeople because they don't sell products.
Hold on. What I said about the fast food restaurant earlier. Women tend to be at the front counter, on the counter, because they are beautiful. And beautiful people trigger people to want to spend more. That's just business. You hear me? Men accept those facts. We don't, oh, that's not fair. I want to have my big, rusty, ashy ass selling perfume too. Nah, he back there stocking shelves, doing the grunt work, not making as much as the beautiful cashier making.
You don't see slovenly, overweight, unattractive salespeople. People put women out there, especially and women know this. So if you're willing,
see, and I'm telling you, this is a blind reaction. I haven't seen this video before, but we saying the same shit. These are the same realities wherever we go. Like Kevin Samuels is saying the same shit I'm saying. Beauty gives you certain privileges, and for the most part, all women are beautiful. So they exist. I mean, they have a different reality. That y'all complain about the patriarchy and about the pay gap. Well, on the lower end of the spectrum, the poor dudes. The poor dudes is down here. Poor women are higher than the poor dudes. Like, they treated different. They treated better. They get better jobs. I keep telling you all the times from my experience of life, man, I can apply for 15 goddamn jobs and only be qualified for the ones that's gonna use my size and strength to their as a benefit, security, labor, that kind of shit. But my cousin, my aunts, my daughters can apply for the same 15 jobs and probably get a call back 14 times out of 15. I'm probably gonna get a call back once or 2 times. No criminal record, hard working history. I'm just happen to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, he don't look like he can be in office. We gotta put him in security. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? You got a wheelbarrow job? Put him in construction. I guess that's a patriarchy, right?
willing to accept that double standard because it benefits your career and your finances, you take it also what comes with it. You can't say, look at me and how nice I look. And then if a guy hits on you, it's toxic masculinity. Which one is, you can't have both. You got to choose.
I think there's a time and a place to hit on somebody. And if we're talking about workplace, if a
When was the last time you did a proper cleanse of your intestines? Maybe you do them often, maybe you've never done one. But when most
lady looks nice, that's not an innuendo to be like, hey.
The intention of looking nice to get your money, so I'm not going to like, okay.
Did it work?
I don't doubt that.
So that's bullshit. The time and the place is when women say it's okay for them, but it's always wrong for us.
Do you think it's true women often find attractive men cute and romantic when an ugly one doing the exact same thing is creepy?
Personally, I mean, if it looks like maybe...
What's the difference between a cat call and a compliment?
Huge respect.
Well, I mean...
Well, how do you define respect when approaching a woman?
The difference between a cat call and a compliment is whether they think you're hot enough.
Well, it could be the manner on how somebody does it. Like, if you were to walk up to me like, hey, you look really nice today. I like your red lipstick. Or
No, but if that's a homeless person that says that, are you going to take it the same way?
yeah, probably.
You're lying.
There's no difference between a...
I'm lying.
The difference between sexual harassment and an accepted advance is just whether or not the woman likes you.
Yeah.
I suppose, but to the question that you asked, it is, are you being respectful when you do it? So if a homeless man came up to me and that he was like, grab her by the, I don't think you can say that on there, but yeah, if you say that, probably I'd be like, get away from me. But if he was like, wow, you look really nice today, or you look nice, ma'am, something like that.
Understand that respect is subjective. What you may consider respect, I may consider to be, you may consider one standard respectful and another. The women who hit me on my butt, they thought they were being playful. But if I were to do the same thing, we know in the society we live in, that would be not to be tolerated. See, it's the double standards that the patriarchy allows women. You get to make the rules that suit you when you want to, and men are just saying, look at the hypocrisy of it all. And I think that's what this conversation proves. Men have to approach you the right way, and it has to be respectful. But you don't have an LED readout on your head that tells us those instructions. We just got to go shoot our shot. And if it goes wrong, then what? Then men have a problem on their hands. When a woman does that, no real consequence.
That's a very true double standard.
Boom, mic drop. Let me ask you guys a quick question as well. Do you think that pretty privilege exists in our society? And if so, what are the pros and the cons of it?
I do think they exist. I used to be super, super fat and didn't wear any makeup, which I don't think makeup makes you look pretty. But I saw in my life a 70-pound weight change, and people treat you 100% different.
To the opposite side of that, I've actually been like this weight my whole life, and what comes with pretty privilege is a lot of jealousy and hatred. So with that, you just have to, I don't know, I'd say just...
I would somewhat agree with that from a female perspective. Like, I was telling my daughter, I'm like, man, like, daddy, I'm like, my youngest daughter, all my daughters are beautiful. Like, man, you just pretty, bro. Daddy cursed you with them beautiful genes. So you're going to encourage a lot of envy and jealousy within your peer group because you pretty. She still don't get it yet, but I think she catching on. Like, hey, this the realities of the world. Men accept it. Good-looking people live, even when it comes to men. Pretty boy. They live a more privileged life.
Consider yourself just a human.
So why do you think there's so much talk in our society about things like male privilege and white privilege, but we don't talk about beauty privilege?
I'm in sales, and people tell me all the time that I'm the best in the company that I used to work for because I had pretty privilege. And it's not. It's treating them like a human being and doing your job right and taking into consideration what they're saying and actively listening to them. And so people can assume that you...
I would dispute that you actually have pretty privilege. I don't want to be disrespectful and say you're ugly. Well, I'm going to say you like an average. Average chicks don't have pretty privilege. You only get the privilege of being a female. You know what I'm saying? That's what it stops. Like, females get a certain double standard, and then pretty females, yeah, like, boo, I'm being real nice. When I say this, you is average at best. Shout out to Kevin Samuels.
You have pretty privilege, but do you do the same things that I do? And do you talk to people the same way I talk to people? No, probably not.
I want to ask a question also about compliments also. If you receive a compliment from a man and a woman, does it have different meaning to you if it's the exact same compliment?
Yes.
So isn't there a double standard there as well?
Women are better because they're most likely trying not to sleep with you. They're just genuinely enjoying
So if a
what you
man's
have.
trying to sleep with you, why is that often seen as having the wrong intention?
It's not. There doesn't mean it's the wrong intention, but if you say it in a, I don't know how, in a like gross way,
Well, once again, haven't we established that a guy can do the exact same thing, and it's, if a guy is attractive, then it's a compliment, and if he's unattractive, then it's harassment?
No. We actually proved that, or said that that wouldn't be a thing. It would just depend on the way
so
you
if a
came
homeless
up
guy
to
hit
me.
on you, it would have the same meaning as if, a guy who was a rock star, celebrity, high status man would?
Yeah, you take the compliment the same way. Maybe the reaction wouldn't be would be different. Like say if it's a homeless person.
So I'm gonna challenge that because I think it's sort of bullshit. So like, let's say I was walking by you, and I said, "Listen, you look absolutely beautiful today," and I put my hand on your shoulder in order to establish contact. Versus if I did that. Versus if someone who you find extremely unattractive did the exact same thing and put his hand on your shoulder in Vegas. You don't think that you would take the way that I did that differently than the way someone that you find unattractive or a homeless person would?
We were actually just talking about this on how you shouldn't be touching anyone. We literally just had this exact conversation that because people are like, have a nice day, don't touch me. It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter. Obviously, yes, it would be, like to answer the question, it would be more memorable if it was a homeless person because there's other things that come with that image and maybe some other mental things like you don't know what they're going through.
So you say so people shouldn't touch. So the thing is like what I often think is very important for men to do on the first or the second date is to establish like a touch.
What the? This man is about to make mincemeat of his man parts. Ouch!
Break the touch barrier, right? So like, when you walk into a door, maybe you put a hand on the small of the back or the elbow, right? When you open the chair, when they go to sit down, maybe you put it on the top of their back as in order to kind of guide them in. So you say that you have an issue with touch, but oftentimes women find breaking the touch barrier very attractive. The confidence of the man comes out in that particular situation.
I think that's two different things. If you're on a first date or second date, I already have I've allowed that to happen. And if it is somebody that you meet on the street in Vegas, doesn't matter if it's a very attractive man or a homeless person, don't touch me.
So I don't know if you remember this, but when we first had the conversation, I did touch you on your elbow when I wanted to say, can we have a conversation about that? There goes the whole argument.
She just threw a whole argument in the toilet. I can't believe. That's why you did that. Shout out MTR. Good old setup. I was like, okay, I kind of agree with it. I was like, nobody touched me. And it is different from a first date to some perfect stranger come touch me. But he set your ass up for the okie doke because he touched you. He probably did that intentionally so he could double back later. See what I'm talking about, Tony Starks? He double back later on some Iron Man shit to catch you down bad. Nigga took the Infinity Stone from you. Snapped your ass away.
So if I was a homeless person and I did that, you'd be like, ah, like running away from me, right? So can we call BS on some of the arguments that you guys placed forward as to say that you wouldn't treat it differently if it wasn't me versus a homeless person?
Yeah, you didn't touch
But
me.
I did touch her.
Definitely didn't touch
Break the touch barrier. What is that something?
Yes, I don't like that.
So I just chose correctly?
I guess so.
All right, hey guys, so we're going to show you a meme right here. We just want your thoughts regarding the meme, all right? So you'll see 16 to 30, I don't need no men. 31 to 36, where did all the good men? Where are all the good men? 37 to 45, I'm still young. 46 to death, I made a mistake. Last words, I blame men. Any thoughts regarding this meme?
That's right. You blame men all ages through. That's what you got to do. Yeah. They need to switch the ages from 3 to death.
So why is it always men's fault? Let's get in there. Let's talk about it.
Because it's always your fault, and y'all should take responsibility.
So you're saying men are not accountable for their actions?
Nope, not at all.
Are you guys single in a relationship?
Both.
What? Is it complicated? That's the name of the channel. It's complicated?
Yeah.
So you're single and a relationship?
Yeah.
So isn't that a little bit confusing? So, okay. So let's say I wanted to date you and you said, huh?
It depends on the day. So if it's maybe Monday through Thursday, I'm in a relationship. Friday through Sunday, I am single. Yeah.
Is that by choice? Do you want to just be in a relationship?
It depends on the person.
Man, that's that straight up thought now. That's thought now. That's thought calendar. I don't know what she talking about. She won't get loose wings. the weekend, I guess.
You know, if you take me to a relationship mode, I would be in that, but haven't nobody got me there. I've been in a relationship twice my whole life.
Is it fun being single and in a relationship at the same time? Like what value does that provide?
It's exciting because you never know what's going on. You don't know. I like to be in a relationship. I'm a cuddle buddy, but I just can't cuddle with anybody. We gotta have the same vibe.
Isn't that called friends with benefits?
It's called a cuddle buddy.
So
if I'm in a relationship, that's what I'm gonna cuddle with, but.
So let me try to restate a question. So do you think it's more beneficial to have friends with benefits or to be in a relationship with someone that you actually bang and vibe with?
I don't know. It's like, it'd be cool to be in a relationship when it's your person. And y'all click and y'all, like, you know what I'm saying?
So,
but like, other than that, it's not.
So you guys think it's men's fault why you are single and in a relationship at the same time?
Yeah, most of the time, me and my man was breaking up because I hear some stuff about him from other people. So we'll be broken up, but then I love him, so I go back. Like, just the, back and forth game. So
I have a question for you.
Wait, just one second. So I think a lot of us kind of identify with that up and down and that toxicity in, thinking that the kind of more toxic the situation or the more instability within the situation, the more that you like and or love that person. True or false?
True.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do we have a culture that puts toxicity on a pedestal?
They're doing it again.
Because that's what they used to.
But aren't you a part of they?
I'm not toxic. I'm toxic. I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
I am. I try not to be, but it just be. It get me there. I'm a lover. I'm a lover. Ain't I? Yeah, I'm the lover.
Let me ask you guys a question. How would you rate you guys on a scale of 1 to 10?
For what? What we rating on? Like, relationship wise?
No, like if a guy is just looking at you and saying, would rate you on a scale of 1 to 10, like what would you rate yourself? Scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, I'm a 10. Me too. Definitely a 10. Yeah. If you can't see that I'm a 10, then I shouldn't.
So wait, are you telling me there's no room for improvement?
It's always room for improvement. Yeah. That's not gonna take away from me being a 10 either.
So if you could improve one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Forgiveness. I have a hard time forgiving. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and they do some shit that I don't appreciate, I'ma keep throwing it up and bringing it up to you because you shouldn't have did that whole ass shit. You shouldn't have did that to me.
See, that's why we be talking about women truth. Why the fuck is you still in a relationship? Why are you going back and forth with the same dude? Why you just don't? Like, why? Then complaining about how niggas ain't shit. But you keep going back and forth with this ain't shit ass nigga.
So then I get cuckoo.
I thought you said you're not toxic.
I'm not. At this point.
Did you lie to me?
No. If they did that to me, then, it's just like, if you get me, I got to get you. That ain't toxic.
That's toxic as shit.
That's payback. That's how what they say will go.
Why can't you just walk away, mama?
I do walk away. I just walk away that, I like to walk.
How many windows have you broken in your life? How many cars? Let's get in there.
One car.
Uh-oh.
Never broke a window, but I did steal my baby daddy car.
She big toxic.
I parked it at my auntie house, and it was missing for a week. He didn't know where his car was at. I told him to call the police and find him. He called the police, but he hung up. He was scared he might go to jail. So I knew all of his fears, so I just hit him with his fears. I maced him, turned off the water downstairs so he couldn't wash his eyes. But that's the old me. The new me, I'm not like that anymore. And it was fun as hell. So ladies, if y'all man cheating on y'all, beat his ass. Beat his ass.
Do you hit men?
Beat their ass.
Do they hit you back?
Never got hit back ever in life.
Do you think it's not right that? Well, let me try to phrase it like this. I think like the idea that you could so like if I'm if I'm like fighting with a dude, we kind of expect, even if it's like a verbal altercation, we kind of expect that it can rise to the occasion of it being physical. Oftentimes, men, when they deal with women expect I can hit you, but you can't hit me.
Hands tied.
My hair was coming out in the shower.
I'm genetically predisposed. I automatically knew what it was. It was stress.
Because we kind of all grew up thinking that men can't hit women. So I guess why is there different standards for men versus women when it comes to altercations like that?
Because, well, it depends on a woman. Because, like, I'm going to probably, hit on you, but it ain't going to be like death hits. A man will knock you out. Like, really knock you out. Like, I'm going to do some stuff, but I ain't going to go. Like, I know how far to go with a man. You don't know the man that you dating. You know him.
If you putting your hands on me, you going too far. I don't give a fuck if you think that your blows don't hurt as much as mine, or they don't hurt, or they ain't affecting me. I don't give a fuck what you think. The boundaries is you crossing that physical contact, aggressive line. Like, to me, that's, man, I can't be no chick that won't tear my shit up, and spray mace in my face, and steal my car. Like, I want peace, not a piece of shit.
His things that you can push his button to make him go crazy.
Yeah, and I'm
like,
not
my
gonna
baby daddy, I knew he wasn't gonna go crazy on me because he loved me. So I just know I had a little leeway to be able to do things. But if he was like a new person, I wouldn't do that.
But knowing that they can knock you unconscious, isn't that the reason not to hit men?
Not if it's my baby daddy.
No. No. I mean, maybe
So then should men be allowed to hit women then?
No, absolutely not.
So you just want free reign to smack on men while we can't hit you back?
See, but the reason.
It's
why
a
am I
reason behind
hitting
it.
you?
Ain't like you doing it for free.
Like,
They
why
did
am I
something.
doing that?
Like why can't you keep your hands to yourself?
No, like why did you have to cheat for me to put my hands on you?
Because you
ain't
shouldn't
have to
be
do it.
cheating.
You ain't
So
have
if
to
you
lie
wasn't
about
cheating,
it.
I wouldn't have to put
And
my
then
hands
most of the time, ain't like women just coming in beating somebody ass or beating up on you. Women are
So by her logic, anytime a man catches his girl cheating, he has the right to just raw dog her out, basically. That's her logic.
precious. We lovers for real. But it be a man at the lie 500 times, then your blood get to rising. And you don't even know you about to knock,
And next thing you know, you just boop. And it
That sound ball.
That was strong form right there. I like that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? What, like this? Like this? Is that how you supposed to? From back here? So why do you guys think that that women are kind of allowed more leadway with toxic behavior or being able to be physical or emotionally more abusive towards men than men are allowed back?
Men are toxic too.
Can I ask a question? Okay, are you more likely to see physical abuse from men to women or verbal abuse from women to men?
Verbal.
Verbal abuse from women
And
to
I'm
men.
not discounting the physical abuse, but why is verbal abuse so rarely talked about?
I don't know, because I think they so used to it.
It's an abuse too. Like, even though they ain't putting their hands on you, they saying hurtful things that hurt your feelings, or like saying stuff that make you mad. Like, that's still abuse to me.
Yeah, that's the reason we be wanting to fight them, because the shit that they say. Like,
So what do you think is worse, physical or emotional abuse?
Emotional. Well, hold on.
So you guys hurt us more, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's both. I'm gonna say both, because it depends on who the person is. Like, how physical are we going here?
Because if I hit you, that's gonna hurt you. And if I say you a bitch or your mama a bitch, that's gonna hurt you too.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think I think the physical abuse, you can kind of see it. The emotional.
See how you see that shit roll off her tongue? Because black women do that shit lots. They quick to call men bitches your mama bitch. So if I say you a bitch or call your mom bitch, that might hurt you. They know what they be doing, bro. I been saying this shit. Like, the physical is 50-50 split within male and females, but the verbal, mental, emotional ABCUs, women goddamn Mike Jordan or that kind of shit. Like, hands down, champ. Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson combo.
Abuse can go undiagnosed, and I think the undiagnosed and emotional abuse actually leads to a lot of people control alt deleting off the face of this earth, and it's unfortunate. But you guys say that kind of women do that more to men than men have physical abuse towards women more. So I guess why don't we talk more about the emotional abuse?
I'm not gonna lie. When I get mad, I say crazy shit and I say hurtful shit. So, cause I know that's gonna hurt you and it's gonna hurt your feelings. But that's just because I was hurt.
So if you don't hurt me,
And man, that's why I tell you, your best thing to do in those situations when you know this chick, like I can sense when people trying to lead me somewhere, trying to make me angry about a certain issue. So the best option to do in those situations is to leave. Like in actuality, if me and her was in a relationship and now she at a point where she's saying shit to hurt me, instead of me going back and forth with her, trying to say shit to hurt her, man, I get in my car and leave, go duck out somewhere for a couple hours. In the middle of her argument, I guarantee you that pisses her off way more. See, because women, some women, a lot of them, large portion of them, feel like to not engage with them mean you don't care about them, you don't care about their feelings. It hurts them more. I'm not telling you about no mind games and shit. Cause it don't benefit you to sit there and argue with a woman. Cause if you get past the argument, it escalates some more. You might get gunned down by the police. They get called, and they obviously gonna tell you leave your own motherfucking house. So if that's gonna be the end result, them the police tell you leave or making you leave. How about your ass leave before it even get heated? When she, hey, you a bitch, I'm a bitch. Oh, my mom, bitch, oh, it's time to go. Text, 50, 1100 texts later, 100 million calls later. Where you at? I'm sorry. Then you decide whether I want to remain in this relationship because I don't accept shit. Like when I was a child, I accepted certain shit because I was a mom. But as an adult, I don't have to put up with nobody else's shit. Especially when it comes to a relationship. That is like 100% my motherfucking choice on who I want to be with or not. I can't choose my family. I can't choose my kids. I can choose what kind of female I want in my life. I can choose that.
then we ain't got nothing.
Are you doing anything to actively work on the previous trauma in your life to be better in relationships?
I'm trying, for real. I'm really trying to work on my attitude and work on myself.
Have you gone to therapy?
No. Because I can't talk to nobody about, I'm rather talk to my friends or talk to her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna go pay all this money to go talk to somebody that don't even know me. I feel like it's a waste.
So I think that part of the benefit is to have a professional. So you could talk to your friends and they can kind of enable your behavior, right? Like, both you guys, I know you said that you're not toxic, you said that you are toxic, but like, you know what I'm saying? If you do something toxic and then you say, well, yeah, girl, keep doing it again, but it's toxic in nature, but a therapist.
I be telling my friends the truth. Like, I'm the go-to person with my friends. I tell them the truth. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Me personally, I'm a cold-hearted person. And when I say cold-hearted, like, I don't too much go back and forth with no guy. I went through it one time with my child father. I'll never do it again. So if you don't treat me how, I'll walk the fuck out your life so quick. And like my friends, they'd be going, I ain't going back. They'd tell you, like, they be like, Arnice, you gotta have a heart. Shit, I got one, but I ain't finna let nobody play on it either. Like, I ain't no back and forth type of person. I just...
Why are men taught how to treat women, but women aren't taught how to treat men?
I feel like,
But she just told this back and forth story about her baby daddy. That's I call bullshit again. You ain't no back and forth person till you find that nigga that you won't go back and forth behind. Like that don't mean you changed. You a different person. You just don't deem them dudes worthy enough to go back and forth with. The point is to not go goddamn back and forth with some dude.
Actually, I was just telling my auntie this. I feel like men, as a child, when they grow up, we teach them to be hard. Like, your son 4, you be like, get up, don't cry, you a man. But then when they get older in life, we want them to be emotional to us. We want them to tell us what's going on, but their whole life, they was told not to.
Why do women want men to be emotional, when the man's feelings are typically the last ones considered and are often made fun of?
Well, not for me. My man, that's different for me. So my man feelings count just as well as I do.
Because I feel like you even though you're a man, you got feelings. You feel just like I do. Like it ain't.
Well, why do you think that there are some women who find expressions of male emotion to be seen as weakness?
Because they would say you acting like a female or you acting like a girl or something like that. Because that's just how other females
That's because
think.
a lot of people weren't raised around males too. Like a lot of women probably wasn't raised around a father figure, so they don't really know. They just know man's supposed to be hard. That's all they know about men. That's probably what they was taught.
Do you think that women should aspire to be independent career women or aspire to be wives?
Can you be both?
Both of them.
Because I don't want to just sit back and be your wife. You could walk out any day, and I'm left with nothing. But if I could still be a career person and still be a wife, I still could cook and clean.
Do you think that most women can have it all?
I got a question. How often does a man just walk off and leave a woman with nothing if they ever get married? I don't know. See, women always want to cherry pick the worst and the best part. Like, this is 2022. Ain't no dude getting away from no marriage or divorcing no chick without getting knocked in his pockets. I ain't never seen it. So, he gonna leave me high and dry about divorce. Man, why are women getting divorced at an 80% rate? Why are women are initiating divorce 80% of the time? Why? Because they know I can leave him and I'm gonna still get a bag. So this notion of he gonna leave me high and dry, man, that shit old, bro. That shit over with. It don't happen no more.
Yes, I feel like I have it all.
But you have a relationship and a booty call, right? So like that's not having it all, right? I thought you said you had a boo-boo. I thought you said you single and in a relationship.
She said she was single.
Okay,
I'm
my
single
bad, my
and
bad.
in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you bring to the table?
I am the table.
Oh! Interview done. Mic dropped. You are the table. The entire table.
The entire table.
What does that mean?
I financially can take care of myself. I support myself. I'm not saying that you can't come to my table or we can't put our tables together and have brunch, but I'm definitely a full package.
What can you offer a man that no other woman has?
That no other woman has?
Why is such a
I
hard
don't know,
question?
because I don't know what other women really got.
I mean, I would say more like
loyalty, but I
personality
can't say that I'm the only person that can offer loyalty too.
I would say personality, because everybody's personality is different. So like you can have everything in the world, but then you can have a fucked up ass personality. Like nobody want to even.
You can be beautiful, but your attitude can make you ugly as hell.
Would you guys say that you understand what men want in women?
No.
So if you don't, how do you know that you? So if you don't understand what men want, how do you know that you bring them anything to a table?
Cause you is the table. Cause I is the table.
I said I was the table.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
I honestly don't feel like men know what they want. I'm a
We
tomboy,
know we want.
to be honest.
We
so.
know we
Can I tell you what I want?
What you want?
Because then I want you to tell me if you can bring this to a table. Because it's very important, right? Because when you say bring it to a table, you know, if you kind of consider that table being something that a man would want to accept, you would probably need to know what that is before you say, I am the table, right?
That's your table, though.
What you want?
That's my table? But we can generalize what most men would want. So if I said I would want someone that knows how to bring peace.
Yeah, happiness.
First word in my head.
Right, that knows and understands her feminine nature.
Femininity, number two.
And then knows how to deploy that within a relationship. So when I say femininity, do you guys understand what I mean? Femininity? So there's masculine and feminine traits and behaviors established with men and women. So within femininity, there's like a trait of things that a woman typically would bring to a man that men typically find attractive within that. So femininity, being able to inspiration, beauty, attractiveness, things like that. Being able to understand the power of her tongue, right? Because I think dudes are really susceptible to the mouth of a woman.
You saying, can I bring that to the table?
Well, I'm just naming all of these things that I think dudes in general are kind of looking at, because I think there's a lot of women that say, I am the table, but then you ask them, well, what do dudes generally look for? And they're like, well, I don't know.
So you asking me, what's the question you asking me though?
If
I
you
see
could
what you're
bring all of
saying.
that to the table.
So the question is what do you bring to the table? Yeah.
Everything you just named for me.
Yeah,
Peace,
I would just say my
happiness.
mouth. But you say like my
Comfort.
tongue and all of that. Yeah, that's probably the only problem. Cause I don't know when to shut the fuck up.
Do you think women care more about what men should want or what men actually want?
Probably what men should want.
Should.
So does a woman have the right to define
Who a man is? No.
right?
I mean-
But then why do women often walk around talking about what a real man
Real
is?
man.
Because
Don't
they
a
probably
man
was
say
told
that.
from somebody else who probably never had a real man.
What a real man is.
So how do we fix that?
Fix what? Tell them what a man is.
Yeah, how do we help more women understand what men want?
I mean, I look for who look for me. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you who you are. I ain't gonna say you're not a man because of the actions you take place. You may not just be the man for me, and that's cool. That's not gonna make you not a man. It's just not what I'm interested in. I shouldn't, feel like I shouldn't be me because of your interest, and you shouldn't feel like you shouldn't be you because of mine.
And if you want all this in a woman, like this girl can have everything that you just described, right?
Mm-hmm.
But her attitude is ugly, or like she's more masculine than feminine.
Yep.
That means she ain't everything that I described. I definitely don't want no ugly attitude, masculine chick. Like, we'll look past the physical shortcomings quicker as a man. Like, she could be chubby, she could be ugly, she could be flat booty, she could be no chested. Way quicker we'll look past those, way quicker than a chick with a nasty ass attitude or fucked up ass tongue. You know what I'm saying? Cut you down with her words. I don't want to be no ABCUs woman, period. Emotionally, physically, mentally, verbally, none of that. So, a woman always like, well, why that beautiful, handsome man with this old, short, stubby, fat, homely chick? Why? Peace is why.
So like I feel like they be saying what they want, but then I don't think you're gonna get all of what you want in a person. Like you gotta just take what mostly that you can get.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be flaws, there's gonna be all type of stuff that you don't like about it. But then it's also like all this stuff that you do like about it.
You could
about
build a
her.
person up too.
So
Though. Like if a person like you and love you, they'd be willing to do stuff that they not interested in just to make you happy. So it just depends on the person that you with.
Yeah. No, I like that answer. And I think there has to be like a baseline, you know what I'm saying? So to go from women not generally understanding what men want to having them understand what they want, at least is a place to start. But within the context of understanding that ain't no one going to be perfect.
Well, that was a long one. It's over with now. Woo-wee, that was a long one. Man, I like saying this shit. Avengers Assemble, Avengers Assemble, Avengers Assemble. It's your boy King Dad 225 with another reactionary video. Hit that like, subscribe, become part of the kingdom. We need more of this. Men working together for a greater good, not fighting amongst each other. Working toward the greater good.